3 Illusion of Chaos. That's right, we got tree. We gotta play all tree, baby. You know how it be. And here is my beautiful Dark Magician deck, along with my Dragoon mat. You can see it's a very pretty boy. Anyway, let's get right on into the monsters. Oh yeah, you see this Field Center from the pre-release. I'm sure some of you have it too. It's very pretty. Probably the best use of Master of Chaos since he's really hard to summon, let's be real, guys. Starting off though, we've just got the 2 Dark Magician. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone really. I've been playing 2 for a long time, and I think if you're playing more than 2, you're kind of trolling at this point. It's literally a brick, guys. Like, come on, I love Dark Magician. I'm just stating a fact. It's a brick. And speaking of bricks, we do have to play the Red Eyes, and we will until Red Eyes Fusion goes away. I know some of you hate that. I'm sorry, but Red Eyes Fusion's a broken card, and we need to play it. And we need to play the Red Eyes Black Dragon. I should have a better artwork than this. This is a terrible artwork. I have a starter deck, Joey one, but it is very much damaged, and I don't want to get in trouble in a tournament, so have to do with this blue text one for now. It's a bit of an abomination, but we got to do what we got to do. Finally, the Dark Magician Girl. The Dark Magician Girl, you could play Mana, you could play Mahad. Honestly, it does not matter. I'm playing her because I'm playing Salvation, and I figure that extra summon helps you swing into, link into, Selene and Access Code, which you'll see later in the deck profile. So it's a pretty good card. It's not the best card, but you gotta play it. I definitely think Mana is still a better brick, but that's all right. We'll move on. So we've got triple Magician's Rod. I think this will surprise absolutely no one. Obviously, if I was playing Diviner, I would be aiming for probably 1 Rod. But I am playing I'm playing a pure Dark Magician build in testing, just while Illusion of Chaos is fresh. I really want to just get a grasp on the ratios without any other engines. So I'm moving to a pure Dark Magician build, no Dogmatica, no Diviner. I still have the Striker engine, just a bit of a warning. Some people hate it. I don't really give a shit. It's a free Anaconda Dragoon, and it's a really good engine for drawing cards. The engine actually got better with the new support. If you're not sure how, I don't know how to tell you. Maybe read what spells do in the grave for the Striker engine and you'll get what I mean. 3 Magician Souls, once again, not going to surprise anyone. It's the best card, one of the best monsters we have, because it gets to your Dark Magician or your Dark Magician Girl on the field, or it can be used to send cards to draw, and you know, sometimes we need those draws, get rid of those bricks. Apprentice Illusion Magician at 1 with Timaeus. Now I'm grouping these cards together because these are essentially 2 extenders. What I mean by that is, so you know we have Illusion of Chaos. Now that we have it, Rod and Souls are obviously our main 2 go-to cards with Illusion of Chaos. If we have Rod, we're going to grab Souls. If we have Souls, we're going to grab Rod. But if we already open Rod and Souls and a way to this beautiful boy here, well, we're going to have to add either one of these. So you can go for the Timaeus and try to make a Dragon Knight play or something like that. Or you can go for Apprentice to protect your Dark Magician or your Dragoon normally from being beaten over by, say, Access Code or something like M-Pen from Flunderees. So I really like the Apprentice. It's a nice little tech. You're normally just adding her either to be an extender in case you get like Gamut or Hand Trapped on your Rod or Souls, just in case you need to go, you know, Link Climb higher. And Timaeus is kind of here for the same thing, but maybe more a fusion play. You could honestly not play Timaeus. I'm playtesting it at 1. It's kind of like Dark Magic Secrets, or Secrets Dark Magic, sorry, but strictly worse. I want to say this card's worse because it loses to Imperm, it loses to Veiler, and that's stupid. But the good thing is it can bait Imperm and Veiler, and then you can link it into, like, link it away with anything else here and make Anaconda. So you could say it's good for that. It's good for baiting Imperm. That's probably it. Obviously, you can make Dark Magician the Dragon Knight with it. It's still a 3-card, like, way to make it, which sucks. This card really needed another way for it to be summoned. Like, it should have said, like, if you have a Dark Magician card on the field, you could summon it for free. That would have been great. But no, they wouldn't do that for us, unfortunately. Alright, 3 Illusion of Chaos. Now, if you look at every card we have here before us, before Illusion of Chaos, except for Red Eyes, this card will search any of these. So naturally, we always want Rod and Souls in our opening hand, so we play them at 3. Illusion of Chaos is another 3 copies of them, meaning we have 6 copies of them. I'm going to spoil a bit of the deck profile, but we do play Preparation of Rites at 3 as well, which means we essentially have 9 copies of Rod and Souls, because we've got 3 Prep, 3 Illusion, and the 3 that you can see here. That is a crazy consistency boost, guys. I've been telling people to buy 3 Prep in preparation for Illusion of Chaos. Will we necessarily play all 3? Maybe not down the line. Maybe down the line we're going to change our ratio. Maybe I'm thinking 2 of this and 3 Prep. but who knows? Things might change. I think it's just best to max out on things while we're testing. One thing you know you don't have to max out on is Dark Magician. And the very last monster of the deck is this young man right here, and that is Soravis. I'm going to put him over here with Illusion of Chaos. Now what he does is he's an additional prep target. Now I did say we are playing the 3 Preparation of Rites, so I'm just going to slap them down here. And the 3 Preparation of Rites can grab you the Soravis if you've already got your Illusion of Chaos, or if you just don't really need Illusion of Chaos. You might have Souls and Rod. In that case, who cares about Illusion of Chaos? You want to prep into Soravis to protect your Rod, to protect your Anaconda, or your Souls effect, whichever is more relevant. Now, I personally use this to protect Anaconda a lot of the time, and that is just absolutely nutty. It's also a level 7 dragon. You could summon it if you play Secrets or one of the other ritual cards. It's actually very similar to Illusion of Chaos on the field if you read its effect. I'm not going to read it now, but go ahead and check it out if you're keen. But once again, these cards, we're not trying to summon them, okay? These are helping us get to everything else and get things resolving. You don't want to summon these guys. There might be scenarios where you do, but it's not a priority at all. So with the 3 Preparation, the next card I'm going to show you is the Striker Engine. That is 1 Drones, 1 Engage, and the 1 Eagle Booster. Now the reason we play Eagle Booster is very similar to Soravis. It's to protect that Anaconda. We really want Dragoon to get out, and this is a card that can help us do that. There's another really niche interaction with Skill Drain. If we do have our Skill Drain up, we can Eagle Booster our Dragoon that's in the extra monster zone. If you summon it off ref, if you summon it off Anaconda, you can't have it there. If you summon it off ref, it'll be in the extra monster zone. You can actually Eagle Booster targeting Dragoon because it's negated by Skill Drain. So you can target it with Eagle Booster, and then after Eagle Booster targeting it, it's no longer affected by Skill Drain for the turn. Your Dragoon can go pop pop, and it's an Omni Negate. So really cool interaction. Won't come up much, but it's good to keep in mind. Engage is better in this deck now because Engage says if you have 3 spells engraved, draw a card. So you normally want to search your drones or your Eagle Booster and then get that free draw. Prep helps us get there. So people who haven't figured out why the Striker Engine is still good, well, 1, we still have Anaconda, we still have Dragoon, so why would we cut this yet? And Prep, we have free spell fodder. The other thing is you can't brick on Prep. People are saying, oh, I'll play 2 Prep and 3 Illusion of Chaos. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. If you're going to cut anything, cut the Illusion of Chaos. Why? Well, guess what? This isn't once per turn. This is once per turn. And this can send spells to draw. So if you get too many of these in your opening hand, boo-hoo, you can grab this, which will grab this, and it can send the other copies to draw. So don't be a fool. I see too many people saying that. I see too many people saying, oh, I brick on Illusion of Chaos with 3 Prep, so I'm going to play a 2 Prep or 1 Prep. I'm like, what? That makes no sense. No sense at all. This card's expensive as well. You don't want to play multiples of this if you're playing a budget version as well. You probably only want 2 on a budget version of the deck. And hell, we might even just want 2 overall. I'm testing it at 3. So far, I like it at 3 because it's kind of like when Terraforming was at 3 and you play Alistair, Meltdown, and Terraforming all at 3 because like you just want to see Invoked Engine to go. So I'm taking a similar approach to the Illusion of Chaos. I'm just maxing out on him in Prep for now. If I hate it later, I'll cut it back. Upstart, this card is just absolutely nutty. Absolutely nutty in Dark Magician. Once again, it fulfills the requirements of Engage, getting the spell engraved. But more than that, it synergizes so well with Rod because Rod can add Soul Servant. Soul Servant can stack anything and Goblin can grab it for you. Well, normally you want to play Goblin first. Your opponent won't ash it because who ashes Upstart? So you're normally going to want to chain Soul Servant after you've activated Upstart. Absolutely sensational. The opponent is going to hate you for it. Another one of that is nutty is Monster Reborn. Just going back to Upstart, just remember that Circle also reveals, so Upstart can easily grab you a cheeky card off that. But yeah, anyway, Monster Reborn, super good in this deck. Normally we're just trying to make Anaconda, so it's an extender for that. But it can also revive your Dragoon. It can revive your Dark Magician while Circle's up. It can revive an opponent's monster that's really good. It's just a really good card. I don't know why people don't like it. Called by the Grave. This card is nutty. This card means your Red Eyes Fusion is going to resolve for free. For free. Absolutely crazy. The only hand trap that hits ref is Ash, and Call by deals with that unless they have the Ghost Belt, in which case, big sad, but whatever. Call by the Grave obviously also helps you get to your Anaconda plays. I can only negate Effect Veiler, unfortunately, but it still means, you know, it's one less thing to worry about, so that's always nice. And you can see we've got triple Red Eyes Fusion here. I do love myself some triple ref. The Ultras are very sexy as well. Keep in mind that while we're playing a monster lineup that's quite thick, sometimes it's just better to play ref from the hand. Honestly, guys, if you open enough traps and spells, you can just play the ref and not care about normal summoning. I know the ideal scenario in Dark Magician is using Rod and Souls to get to Anaconda Dragoon, because then Rod will normally search you your Soul Servant. and your Soul Servant will then banish and draw 2 because Soul should send DMG, and Rod, obviously, Anaconda will send DM. So Soul Servant will always be a draw 2 in that scenario, but that's assuming you don't get hand trapped and everything goes well. So the good thing about Ref is it only loses to Ash, whereas if you go the Anaconda route using Rod and Souls, Anaconda loses to like everything in the game. It loses to Gamma, it loses to Imperm, it loses to Vela, right? That's a lot of cards. Whereas Ref only loses to Ash, which is only one hand trap. The chance of opening Ash is 33%, so same chance of opening Ref. So if they have it, they have it. Magical Eyes, this is our big boy playmaker. This is normally used to summon a second Dragoon, but with this extra deck I've made today, you can summon the Dark Master, the Master of Chaos, they've renamed it to, and you can summon the Dark Magicians, which I normally don't play, but I am today because I just found the space for it. Well, not true, but we'll get into the extra deck later. But anyway, Magical Eyes has a couple of targets. You can play Quintet as well. Quintet's always a cute little extra boss monster. Don't forget that Magical Eyes Fusion and Magician Souls will make you a Dragoon. If you don't know how, I'll show you later. Soul Servant, the heart and soul of the deck. For real, it's the best spell we have, so please play it at 3. This card is absolutely nutty. Obviously, by itself, all it does is stack, but you combo it with Circle, you combo it with stuff like a Magician Souls, and you can actually get rolling. You can actually get to Anaconda through it. So I'm really liking this card. It combos with Upstart insanely well. I hope Upstart gets released from the ban list at some point, but it probably won't. Here's our Dark Magician spell. Circle at 1. I still think it's fine at 1. You can change my mind, but honestly, I'm having no problems with it at 1. Salvation, once again at 1. I have no problems with it at 1. I see it enough. I search it. That's the thing. Everything's searchable off Rod or Soul Servant. So, like, if you need it, you grab it. Like, playing stuff at 1's fine. If it goes to the bin, you recycle the Soul Servant. It's fine. Honestly, it's absolutely fine. We're going to start our trap lineup. So we've got the 1 Eternal Soul. You could say this is the soul of the deck, but it's only at 1. So go figure. You can grab it off your Salvation, you can grab it off your Soul Servant, you can grab it off your Rod. There's so many ways to grab it. You only need it at 1, once again. Salvation's nice with DMG because you can just keep summoning back and getting the extra value. But either way, you could cut this card. This is an easy card to side out. That's another reason I like this card. Very easy to side out, along with Upstart Goblin. So very cool. Same with like Preps, Illusion of Chaos. Easy 1-obs to side out. Next traps we're playing. Triple Torrential Tribute. Now in testing, this card's absolutely insane. So many decks can't play around this, especially if you're playing second. You'll notice there's no hand traps here. So playing second, you want to open this and one of these bad boys. Now there should be a third copy of this in here. I just don't have it. I don't physically own it. So feel free to cut anything here for a third skill drain. That would be ideal. But the point is, going second, you want to set these 2 cards, kind of like the way you would play Solemn Strike in this deck. Your opponent will summon or overextend, and you'll go Torrential, they'll chain a negate, and you'll chain the skill drain, and that should be, you know, more or less the turn back to you, hopefully. So yeah, pretty insane lineup here. Wish I had the third skill drain, but it'll get to me eventually. All right, for the extra deck, we do have to have your beautiful boy, Dragoon. I'm going to put him up here, and the second copy of Dragoon as well. I think you have to play 2 in Dark Magician. You could get away with 1, but 2 is just the way to go. Dark Magician, the Dragonite. We can actually summon this card a little easier now with the Timaeus Dragon, but it's still kind of a pain to get out, but it's still decent. The Master of Chaos. I don't think I'm ever going to summon this card, guys. Honestly, it's really awkward to summon. Yeah, you can play Secrets. Yeah, you can play it with Magical Eyes, but it's kind of niche. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people are saying, look, it nukes the field, like it's really good. Listen, guys, a lot of the time Dragoon popping 2 and burning and then swinging is enough for game anyway, so nuking the field is not that relevant. Especially if it has to tribute itself to nuke the field, like that's not ideal at all. And that would be the case most of the time because you'll need at least 2 to 3 cards to get into this. Then it has to revive a light, so make sure you have Artemis or Selene Engrave or Effect Veiler, and then you contribute a Dark, which is probably itself, and a light to nuke the field. That's a lot of setup and requirement just for a board wipe. I know it banishes the field, but a lot of decks don't care about that anymore. Like look at Tri-Brigade, look at Flunder, like they don't care. They're fine. So I'd normally, like 99% of the time, Dragoon is the correct play, and 90% of the time, Dragoon's easier to make than this. So I get everyone likes this, and it's new, and it's hype, but please don't overhype this card. It's not as good as everyone's making it out to be. Yes, a board wipe's cool. Should it be free? Probably. We really need it. It has no built-in protection. It has no Omni Negate. Like, guys, what is this? What is it? We already got the best fusion. Like, what is this? This is trash. It's trash compared to this. Look, that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to offend people. I'm trying to be realistic. I love this card, don't get me wrong. It looks great, it is great. It's just not up to par with Dragoon. Dragoon is literally SS tier, and this card's maybe like B tier, if that. Anyway, no more rant about Master of Chaos. The Dark Magicians, this is another like C, B tier card. it's just not quite worth it to summon. I know you get a draw, but a lot of the time, like, your opponent will just have an answer for that. And I know people are like, oh, it floats into Dark Magician go. Once again, they'll probably just have an answer for that too. Like, it's just not that good. Once again, no protection, no negates. Like, it's okay. Let me just say, it's okay. And that's why it's here. But if you have the Dark Charmer, please take out something here for them. I don't have it yet. I'm getting it. And when I do, it goes straight in. Probably over this. The Dark Charmer, guys. Super good link 2. Super good link 2. Speaking of good link 2s, double Anaconda. You gotta play it. If you're playing double Dragoon, guys, you gotta play double Anaconda. You really do. You could also play Quintet, by the way. I'm not playing it, but you could play Quintet. Very cool card. But yeah, double Anaconda, absolutely mandatory. We play Ref, we play Magical Eyes, so you gotta be able to send them. A lot of people don't know this too. If you play only one Ref and you use your Anaconda sending that Ref and your opponent imperms it, next turn, like say you can make an Anaconda, well, who cares? You can't do the play because you don't have another Ref. Or if you're only playing one Anaconda, well, you can't even make an Anaconda. Like, guys, play 3 Ref and play 2 Anaconda. Honestly, you will thank me for it later. It's so freaking good. Artemis, unironically the best link in the deck, and it has 0 effect. This card is so nutty. I've spoken about it so much that everyone should know what it does by now. All you normally want to do is tribute away Rod. So this is the standard play with Artemis, because some people still ask me. You literally just want a normal summon Rod, effective Rod, add Soul Servant. You could add anything, right? For the example, add Soul Servant. Cool. Link Rod away into Artemis. Great. Set Soul Servant. Pass to your opponent. Cool. Your opponent does anything. Your opponent passes turn. Great. Flip Soul Servant at any point in the turn. Even when they attack Artemis. You can leave it till they're attacking Artemis because Rod's a trigger effect. You're going to flip up Soul Servant, say effect a stack. They're going to say, okay, you are going to stack 99% of the time Magician Souls. So that's on top of your deck, right? This is your deck. Cool. Soul Servant goes to grave. Rod's trigger effect can now activate. So you can just say, hey, I'm activating Rod, tributing Artemis to add Rod back to hand. If they say that's all good, incredible. You get Rod back to your hand. And now when you draw for turn, you're going to draw that Souls. Guess what Rod and Souls make? They make Anaconda, Dragoon. That is why you play Artemis. It gets Rod off the field. There's other reasons to play it as well. If you're playing Dogmatica, for example, play it for sure. But mainly you just need it to get Rod to the grave. Anyone who's played Dark Magician for a long time will know that Magician's Rod has that awesome effect to shuffle itself back. But before Link format, how did we get this off the field turn 1? It's a trick question. We didn't. We just didn't. So Artemis, absolute MVP. If we do get a Dark Magician Link, I do hope it's a Link 1. Just to put Rod in grave and hopefully have an effect to search, because Artemis has no effect and she's amazing, so imagine having an effect. One Imduke, this could be like Link Spider as well. I do have Link Spider coming up later. So for those who don't know, Imduke means Magician Souls with Magical Eyes Fusion in the hand, can make a Dragoon. So you're going to activate the Magician Souls, send Dark Magician for cost to the graveyard, and then Souls effect to summon Dark Magician. Link Dark Magician away for the Imduke. Great, you can Magicalize right here, banishing these two and summon Dragoon. Even better, if you happen to have the normal summon of Rod, you can normal summon Rod and then link these two into Anaconda. Then play your Magicalized Fusion, banishing the Dark Magician and the Imduke. And that is going to give you your first Dragoon. And then you can use the Anaconda effect, sending your Red Eyes and Dark Magician from deck and summon your second Dragoon. That is how you get the double Dragoon play live. All right, moving on to one of the bossier monsters. We've got BLS, the Soldier of Chaos. Now this Link 3 is kind of crazy. It's really good at beating decks like Eldritch and whatnot, because if you make it off Dark Magician, it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, and if it destroys a monster, you can use the effect to put it up to 4/5, makes it super big and super indestructible. You'll love to see it. Selene, super good card for getting into your access code. It means if you can at any time summon 3 spellcasters or 3 monsters with 1 spellcaster, you can go into her, there's normally 3 spells in the grave, go into this, blow their field, and potentially swing for game or just a lot of damage, so we do love to see that. Here's our good friend, the Link Spider. The reason he is at the back of the pack is, well, obviously, you know, you can use him with Dark Magician to just continuously reoccur that resource. So you summon Dark Magician, trigger Eternal Soul and Circle, whatnot. Link it away for Link Spider, and then you can bring it back next turn with the Eternal Soul. Absolutely nutty. The other thing is we're playing the Strike Engine, of course. So there's the Kagari and the Kana, and we do need the Link Spider for their little combo. Now remember, this is like my first Dark Magician list with the new cards, so I'm not saying this is finalized or this is definitely the ratios we play. What I am saying is this seems like a good place to start. I'm pretty comfortable with how the deck's testing. I just played a bunch of test games with my good friend Blake. I'll be uploading them later. But for now, This feels pretty good. I liked the amount of consistency I had, and I might change it later, but for now, things are looking pretty good. One other thing, I'm making a whole lot of Dark Magician and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels content at the moment. If you're keen on that kind of stuff, please hit that subscribe. We're so close to 2K subscribers, and that's absolutely crazy, guys. I can't thank you enough for that, but I do need your help to get up to that extra milestone. So yeah, if you could subscribe, that'd be amazing. And don't forget to like this video, especially if you're a big fan of Dark Magician. It always encourages me to make, even more Dark Magician content. Thanks so much for checking out the video, guys. This is the final deck profile. Really happy with everything so far. I just wish I had that Dark Charmer link too. But aside from that, deck's looking really good, and I cannot wait to take this to locals. All right, guys, let me know down in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like, and I'll catch you guys very soon.